Today we're going to be looking at the top 5 scariest places I visited in 2021. If you're a fan of the paranormal and you're looking for a place that'll really give you the chills, then every place on this list will surely do that for you. The list ranges from family homes to insane asylums to prisons, with each place telling its own unique story. Now before we get started, make sure to smash that like button, because every time you do, a new paranormal investigator catches some evidence. Also, if you're new here and a fan of the paranormal, then consider subscribing. During 2022, I'll be doing at least one video a month where I stay overnight in some of the country's most terrifying places, and I know you don't want to miss that. Now, let's get into the top 5 scariest places I stayed overnight in 2021. Starting our list at number 5 is the Trans-Alleghany Lunatic Asylum in Weston, West Virginia. Commissioned in the 1850s, this lunatic asylum was marked as one of the first hopeful developments in centuries for the mental illness. However, those ideas would fade and the Trans-Alleghany Lunatic Asylum would become an actual nightmare. With an original capacity of only 250, the asylum quickly outgrew that and during the 1950s housed nearly 3,000 patients. The Charleston Gazette did an investigation on the asylum, and what they found was truly haunting. The asylum was falling apart, paint was falling off the walls, windows had filth covering them, and patients were running around amok. The workers that were left considered to be uncurable were locked in cages to make more bedroom for patients they thought they had a better chance with. By the time the asylum was closed, only one part of the facility had been upgraded for the influx of patients, and that was the graveyard. Through our research, over 50,000 inmates perished here, making this a true destination for ghost hunters. And that's what got my attention. This place looks absolutely amazing from the outside and really has that aesthetic that I look for when it comes to doing overnight ghost hunts and overnight just paranormal investigations. It's massive, it's long, you've got these long creepy hallways, everything you'd want to film a scary video or a movie even was right here at the Trans-Alleghany Lunatic Asylum. The night we performed our investigation, however, it was just Kyle and myself, and to be honest, it was quiet. There was a little bit of snow covering the ground, as you can see in some of the videos, and it was just quiet. The only real scare we had was when I thought I saw a shadow figure at the end of one of the hallways, and as soon as I say, is that a person? You know, I use a little bit more words. I say, is that a person? It kind of turns and walks into a room. Now that could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, or it could have actually been a shadow figure, we don't know. And that's why this place only comes in at number 5. But it was super cool. It was overly just creepy because the entire idea that you're walking around in insane asylums is really just, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. But this is definitely somewhere I want to go back to. So maybe in 2022, we can take a couple more people and we can go back and see if we catch some stuff. Here's that moment where I believe to have seen a shadow figure in the Trans-Alleghany Lunatic Asylum.
I forget that you can't see anything. Well, right now it's not that bad because we're back in the middle. I don't like all the creaking, cracking. So directly to the left is the front door. We're going this way. I'm freaking out inside. It's fine. I'm gonna take a light out so I can see where I'm going. Is that a fucking person?
No.
Yo.
What?
Okay.
What'd you see?
When I picked my light up and I was like, so I can see, it looked like a figure standing there. And as I said, is that a freaking person? It looked like they started walking this way.
We're off.
I'm not making any of this up. I swear to you, at the end of this hall, and I'm freaking out talking about it, the very end of this hallway, it looked like there was a person standing there, and it looked like they started walking right to left. It looked like, is there someone down here?
The Saratoga County Homestead. This place was actually insane. The Saratoga County Homestead operated from 1914 to around 1980, where for then several years it was left completely abandoned. During the years it was operating, roughly 1,000 patients passed away, making it one of the most haunted places in all of New York. This video is actually one of my favorites because it's my first time meeting and collabing with not only Exploring with Josh, but also Cinematic Seth, and I think it was one of the cooler times we've had doing an overnight investigation. Josh and Seth were super dope people. This video turned out really well, and we also had some pretty crazy things happen, such as this is the first and only time we've ever had rocks thrown at us, or what appears to be rocks being thrown at us in the basement, and actually the crematory. So this is super, super creepy, and we'll play that here in a second. But this place definitely had a very eerie, creepy vibe to it the entire time, I think due to it being abandoned for so long. Because we were on the second floor one time, and there was a lot of dirt and, grass, which was really weird, because it was like, how did that get up here? So the entire time, you had this super creepy, eerie, something's watching you kind of vibe, and that's why I made it up here on the list, especially, getting stuff thrown at you doesn't... that helps, right? But we definitely captured some really cool evidence here. If you haven't checked the video out yet, please go do that. But here's the clip where we get rocks thrown at us in the basement of the crematory.
All right, ready? Yep. Recording. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was the wrong thing. Okay.
You're doing your best. You're doing great.
It's fucking dark in here.
Hey. I remember my first investigation. It's fine.
Oh shit. That hurts.
So do the lighting.
No, I'm good. All right, ready for this time? Seriously, recording in 3, 2, 1. If there's any spirits in the morgue with us, feel free to come and talk to us. Are you afraid of us?
What's your name? What the fuck, dude?
Whoa, that was a rock. That was a rock. Yo.
Everybody.
That was a rock. Yo. Do I need to say anything? Like, honestly, the Conjuring House has become one of my all-time favorite places. And I think that's pretty obvious, as we've already been there 2 times, and I plan on going back as many times as they will let me, because this place is just so awesome. If you don't know the story by now, then I don't know what to say to you, other than just go watch the movie. That'll give you a quick rundown of it. We've explained it here multiple times, but it's a crazy story leading up to it with the Parent family and the Warrens. It's wild. There's a lot going on, and there's still a lot going on at the house. I think one of the wow factors for me is the fact that I got to stay the night, not once but twice, in a house that started a horror franchise. This is where it all began, and I think that's super dope. The first time there, we were with Jennings and Lonnie, and we captured something moving on the Kinect camera. I thought that was insane. And then the second time we were there with Trans Shelby, we got the female voice whispering responses to us in the basement. This place has just so much to it, and there's so much just going on. It's one of my favorites by far. But as far as scare factor, we're not there yet. Nothing has happened there that has been truly terrifying, other than, I freaked out pretty well when we captured the figure on the Kinect camera. But it is what it is. I definitely want to go back. This place is amazing, and I definitely recommend it to those who want to do overnight stuff, because it is available for anyone to go. If you'd like a chance to do your own paranormal investigation, definitely check out the Conjuring House. It's up in Rhode Island. So if you're in the area, go check it out. It's a little bit of a drive for us, but it's definitely worth it. But here are some of the clips from our 2 stays at the Conjuring House.
Dog. What the fuck? Hang on. What do we got there, Jake?
It's picking up an anomaly on your book bag, Jennings.
I'm not looking.
Is there somebody playing around on the chair?
Whatever is on your book bag.
What if I walk closer?
Is fucking that shit up.
Did you hear?
35?
I was thinking 25, but I heard a 5 as well. Yo!
Hold on.
Hold on. This is 35. And then it said young.
I thought I
Wait.
heard old, honestly.
I hear old, yeah.
Coming in at the number 2 spot for top 5 scariest places we visited in 2021 is the Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary right outside of Knoxville, Tennessee. This prison was built in the valley, actually using part of the mountain wall as one of its 4th walls for the yard, which is super cool. And it was opened in 1896, and it was heavily used in the coal mining industry. So if you were sentenced to go to Brushy Mountain State, you were most likely going to be mining coal. However, due to the rough mining conditions and this prison literally housing some of the worst, living conditions and health conditions and all that were terrible. It's estimated that over 10,000 inmates passed away at the prison, either due to illness, weather, mistreatment of the guards, overworking, and also just being murdered by other inmates. To add more to it, it's also believed that the prison was built on sacred burial ground, so that adds to the potential in paranormal activity, and we definitely captured some really cool stuff the night we were there. I'll say it again, while doing our investigation, I think we captured some of the best evidence yet. While standing outside the hallway that leads to the auditorium, it was me, Kyle, Shelby, and Trey, and we were, joking around because Shelby said she didn't want to be possessed. And that's when it sounded like something ran down the hallway, stopped just short of them, and then slammed something very hard. Loud enough that it's pretty much scared all of us. Shelby took off running, Trey took off running, and when I saw them running, I was running. I was like, I'm not staying here after that. But that part was terrifying. And then a few minutes later, we were able to go back while we were investigating, trying to figure out what could have made that noise. We heard something super heavy get dragged across the ground. Which even one of the ladies that was working there that night was with us. She didn't even know what that could have been. So this place is definitely insane, and it's another one. I want to go back. It's super amazing. So check out the moment something runs up on Shelby and Trey, and then also the heavy object getting dragged.
Now here, come on.
No.
I want to see how you feel when you walk in.
No. I feel bad staring at this door that says auditorium.
Really?
Yep.
Me and Trey went back in there and we heard some more bangs.
I bet you
This was
did.
kind of weird.
Spooky
Fuck
stuff.
everything about this.
Walk in there a minute and we'll come back out.
No. Do you want me to be possessed? Do you want me to be in a corner like?
To be funny, if anyone was possessed, you'd
No.
be the easiest to.
Oh.
You good? You good? You good? You good?
I'm good.
You good? Johnny, is that you in here? We figured out one of your names. Can you make that noise again for us, Johnny? Is that y'all? No. Can you make that noise again for us, Johnny? Is that y'all?
Before we get to the top scariest place that I visited in 2021, I just want to take a minute and give a huge shout out and thank you to everyone who has watched the videos and to those who are looking forward to the next. You're the reason I get to do this as a job, and I am forever grateful. Make sure to hit that like button because here comes the number 1 scariest place from 2021. Coming in as the most scariest place, most terrifying, whatever the correct grammar is, place I visited in 2021 is the West Virginia Penitentiary. This place sticks out more than any of the other places just because the amount of stuff we experienced that night is just wild. If you haven't seen the video yet, I highly recommend going and checking it out because the entire night we just had stuff going on. From the cell where narrator got pricked on the chest, to the hallway in the medical area where we just kept getting these interactions with a spirit named Spider. This place was just insane. A little history to freshen us up. The prison was built in 1876 and operated until 1995. Over 1,000 inmates died here, with 100 of those being due to execution, where they actually did hold executions on site. This was another one of those prisons that held some of the worst, and those inmates definitely left their mark. Again, I've said this, I think, for every place on this list. I definitely want to go back here. I want to see if we can make some of that same stuff happen that we had happened before, just because of how insane it was. You know, if we can get the same stuff to happen, then there's no doubt in my mind of anything paranormal ever existing, because this place had so much going on. You know, when me and Naz walked down the hallway by ourselves and I said, hey, Spider, would you like to play ping pong? And we heard what sounded like ping pongs bouncing off the ceiling coming towards us, and then eventually just a loud bang. And then the door slamming at the end of the hallway, narrator getting pricked. There was just so much going on in this place that truly had me. I wasn't scared, but I was freaked out. And if you've been in those situations, you know the difference. I'm not scared, I was just freaked out. But it was super amazing. I want to go back. But check out these clips of some of my favorite moments from our overnight stay at the West Virginia Penitentiary, and let me know what you guys think.
Just in case there's an alien on your chest.
Oh, I touched the fucking pentagram and I was like, hey, if there's anyone in here. And I held it there. And as I held it there, I was like, hey, can you go over there and talk to you two? And right fucking here, I felt the pain on my chest, so I took my hand off, and the dude was with me the whole time, so.
I mean, it's kind of red.
Where was it? Right here?
Yeah, right here.
There's a mark right there. Oh, there is. There's actually a welt. There's a mark.
Get the fuck out.
Holy shit. So you touched, get this on camera, you touched that pentagram. I made a fist like this. You broke the pentagram? Motherfucker. What the fuck? Motherfucker. Slam a door. Stomp your feet. I know you can do that louder.
Is that coming from the elevator shaft?
Can you make that loud bang for us one more time? I promise we're done after that. One more time. Get as loud as you can get.
I'll leave cigarettes for you guys, come on.
There we go. Cigarettes. We know you like them. Here, I'll do one, then you do it, okay? And that's going to do it. I hope you guys all enjoyed this little end of year wrap of what I thought were the top 5 scariest places visited in 2021. But what do you guys think? What was your top 5 scariest places that we went? You know, was it similar to mine? Was it completely different? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, with the new year closely approaching, I want to know where you guys would like to see us go in 2022. So again, leave those comments down below. Let us know where you would like to see us stay the night, because I'm super excited for 2022. It's going to be our best year yet. I say that about every year because we're always trying to grow and achieve and do more, and I'm super excited about it, and I can't wait for you guys to see the videos and content we make. I've already got a list started of the places I want to visit, just waiting for January 1 to hit so I can start booking them, because that's when a lot of the places go open to the public for booking. So I'm super excited. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's going to be it. Thank you guys for everything this year. It was super amazing. You guys are super awesome. All the love and support you guys showed for the videos, I greatly appreciate it. So here is to 2022. Hope you guys had an amazing Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Jesus the Savior is here. Jesus the